So you like went on a nice 12-hour moonlight swim, huh?
Yeah.
How far offshore were you?
We estimate like 20 miles.
No kidding. So it was like around 5 p.m.?
Yeah. These guys are better informed than the Coast Guard.
That's such an incredible story.
Yeah.
What happened? You got...
We just took in water. The bilge pump just stopped. And it was just taking in water. See, it's his boat. I really don't know much about boats. So he was in the front just laying out. And we were just trolling, waiting for a bite. And then, I looked over and I was like, hey, man, it's a lot of water on this boat. So, he got there and he's like, whoa, what's going on? He checked to see first if it has little holes in the back where the water can run off. See if they were clogged. They weren't. He opened up the bilge punch and it was full. And all of a sudden a wave came, put more water in, and the boat tilted. And then bam, there it was. Little by little, we got those stuff out there.
Yeah, I saw.
That's when we decided to get out. We said, okay, we're not going to stay with this boat. While we were going out, a freighter was coming by the boat real close. So we figured we'll use the flares to get its attention. But no, we went there, and believe it or not, that flare made for boats does not hold up to water. So I was scratching, and you take off the top, and you're supposed to scratch it. It was just turning to putty, just like a normal match head when it gets wet. So we were there, couldn't get it. The boat just went on by. So then the gas was still there, and we were like, which now.
How long have you been here? How long ago did you get to shore?
I don't know. Do you remember what time we got here? Huh?
Like half an
hour ago.
Believe it or not, because
like around 3 o'clock.
Did rescue come?
Yeah, they came. There was cops eating there, or stopping to eat. So I called them, and then they called rescue. They said we were fine, get warm fluids, and all that good stuff. And that's about it.
Lucky the life jackets were on board.
Oh yeah, and lucky we took as many as we did, and he had the boogie board. So he grew up surfing, so for him to paddle was fine. And then I would hang out with him and use my legs and then sometimes my arms. But if we had only one, it would have been bad news. Because I tied them together and made them float around me. And the only problem was that going like that, it just scraped.
You can see Freddie, when we were leaving, you can still see the little point of the boat, right?
Yeah, the boat that was sticking out the rail. You can still see the rail and the light sticking out. The green and red lights.
I put the lights on.
The problem was every time we got on it, it would go down a little lower.
And every time we kept on, we were trying to get on the floor of the boat, it still would sink a little more.
It held us up for like maybe 15, 20 minutes before it got to the...
So let me ask you guys real quick. Where did you set out from?
We left Black Point around 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the afternoon. We headed straight east, then took a turn north. We were heading north?
Yeah.
Heading north.
Heading east.
I'm sorry, heading east. And then on the way back, we were out there for like 3 hours. On the way back, it seems the bilge pump just malfunctioned and the boat started taking on water. I was sitting looking forward. He was in the front of the boat, so we didn't notice until I can feel the water.
We really don't know it was the bilge pump,
but that's what we think it could have been. So by the time we made sure that everything was unclogged, all the running holes for the water to get out, that the bilge pump was working, a wave came and just put the boat under, and then after that the boat sank in seconds. I mean, it flipped towards the right, and that was it. It was under. We stayed on top of it for like maybe 20 minutes, going under every once in a while to get out the life vest and the boogie board that was on board and whatever else we could, but we couldn't find much. Everything just floated away, trying to find the water bottles and everything, but they just were not there. After a while, the gas started seeping out, so it started burning us, so we decided that we had to leave the boat. We swam away a couple of yards, noticed that there was a freighter coming right by us, decided to get on top of the boat to use it as leverage to turn on a flare that we can wave. The flare proved ineffective. It wouldn't turn on. It was waterlogged and it's just useless. So the gas was still there, so we decided that we had to go, and that's when we started heading to shore. We were originally in front of what I would estimate to be Collins, and right there on Ocean Drive, you can see all the little Art Decos and the light that just lines that avenue, and we had the Centras, right there. And then, the current started taking us, and, at sometimes we wouldn't move forward too much, at sometimes we would, and we just kept on paddling until we ended up here. I believe we're on A1A, Collins, and 30th or something like that.
You're at 79th Street.
Oh, 79, that's even worse. So, we weren't concerned about trying to place ourselves. We were just trying to head towards shore. It could have been here, Lauderdale, whatever, as long as we hit the shore.
So what time did you go in the water?
Like around 5:30. Didn't get to land until like almost 2:30, something like that. 2:30, almost 3 o'clock.
Not a full moon tonight. Kind of a nice night for a swim.
Yeah, it was. It could have been dark. It could have rained. It could have been choppier. It was just. We were lucky.
The moon gave us a lot of light.
The moon gave us a lot of light. The Centras building, for a while, that's what we were aiming for, and that just, the light that gives out. It's just, but little by little, it started pushing us north, and just, instead of fighting it, we just went with it. We were just, as long as we were getting closer, we were fine. For like maybe when the tide changed, I believe somewhere from 11 to 12, we really didn't move forward too much. And then after that,
Were you afraid?
and we were nervous. We knew we can make it. We knew we can make it to land. It was just getting there. Of course, we were nervous, hoping for the best. We didn't want to meet sharks, kudas, jellyfish. There was always that's in the back of your mind. But at the time, we were just all our effort was into going forward.
What kind of boat was it?
A Mako, Dusky, 23-footer. It stayed afloat. As we swam away, the front of the boat was still, you can still see it sticking out of the water, the rail, and the running light, the red and green running light. But we just didn't want to stay there at night in the darkness and have all that gas around. It was just really burning us.
And how many miles offshore do you estimate you were?
Around 20. I have no idea. All I know is the cruise ship went by us far on our left, and then made a left and stopped somewhere around where we were. So I don't know how far those cruise ships goes, but we can hear the music, we can see it all. But we were just, and it was dark. We had no flares, nothing reflective. They're all the way up there. The people are dancing, eating, drinking. They're not looking out for anyone. So
What's your name?
I'm Alfredo Castillo, and the owner of the boat is Jerry Alfaro.
How does Jerry spell his name?
A-L F.
All right, we better ask him.
O.
It's been quite a night for you.
F-A-R-O. A-L-F-A-R-O.
Jerry.
Jerry Alfaro.
All right, and you tied this stuff?
Yeah, we tied that together. When we got closer to land, when the tide started going against it, I just wrapped it around me to keep me up, and then just started swimming. Before that, I had it up as trying to make a boogie board and just holding on to him. And while I used my legs, he used his arm. See, he grew up surfing, so he was having a good time with that.
Is that true, Jerry? You're a surfer? But to be fair, tell us your name and spell so like the editor can connect your face with your name.
Yeah, my name is Jerry Alfaro, A-L-F-A-R-O.
And it's true you're a surfer?
Yeah, since I was 10 years old.
So, did you enjoy the swim in?
No, that I really enjoyed it, but we had to do it to survive.
Would you like to do it again?
No way.
So what are you going to do now?
We're waiting for somebody to pick us up. They're going to come, hopefully
My
bring
wife.
us clothes.
Well, what's the deal with your boat? So, are you going to try to salvage it?
Sell it. That's,
No, salvage.
Salvage it.
no, that's sunk. I don't think that I'll be able to save it. I don't know. It was a good boat. What can I do?
Are you going to go try to find it tomorrow or whatever?
The Coast Guard says that they wouldn't even try that. That thing's already sunk. It was too far out. I was like 15 miles out of Elliott Key.
All right. Well, if anyone finds it, I guess they can call the TV station. How old are you?
I'm 31 years old.
And how old are you?
I'm 30.
30. Are you guys from Miami? Both from Miami?
Yeah, we live here now, yeah. I'm Venezuelan, he's Puerto Rican, and I grew up in New York, he in Puerto Rico.
Did you have gray hair before tonight?
Sure did. I've had it since I was 11.
I bet you got a few more.
Yeah, I bet you I did. I got a lot of more stuff than I started
I
out
was
with
screaming
today.
like a little girl. Save me, Jerry. Don't leave me here.
Actually, we saw a couple of laps.
But you didn't pass any
Sharp.
any boaters to pick you up, huh?
No, not that we're close. You know, we saw boats all around, but none of them was. When it gets dark, it's hard. Yeah, nothing on us was reflective. You know, most boaters aren't really out there looking for somebody stranded, especially the cruise ships. They just, you know, people on board there are just out there to, you know, enjoy their time out there. Most of them are inside. I believe the ones we saw has a casino, so they're probably
You
gambling.
can hear the
dancing.
music all the time, but
Yeah.
they couldn't
Yeah.
see us.
Couldn't order a drink.
No.